A little bit of a sketchy operation here. So my understanding is that if we just spritz this with water, it'll come off pretty easily. And we'll be using liquid nails and brad nails to attach it. We've officially made it to our last piece of beadboard. I'm so excited. Our evil plan is working. Okay, lots of stuff is happening today. So let me catch you up on what I did last night. We painted the ceiling and we did that in White Dove by Benjamin Moore. Love that white. It's what I did in my living room and on the ceiling in there. It's a great white. And now I am about to spray paint hardware. Instead of the hinges on the door, like replacing those or trying to clean them up, I've decided to spray paint them. They are really rough looking. They had paint all over them. They're like really old brass and the color just not good. One option would have been to clean them up. That would have taken a lot of elbow grease and they may not have even turned out looking very nice after all that work anyways. So I decided to just spray paint them and I used this metallic gold color, which I feel like looks a lot like polished brass. This is the hardware we're going for in here. It's beautiful polished brass that I thrifted, and I didn't even bother like taping it off or anything because I'm just gonna paint the doors anyway, so I just kind of had fun and just spray painted it on there. I mean, I'll do a close-up shot of what these look like now. Look at the before, very crusty, okay? Not cute. Here's the after. They're looking good, and it looks so close to this polished brass hardware. As for this doorknob, I will also be spray painting this. This will be my first time spray painting a doorknob. For the other doorknobs in this room, I have replacement knobs for those that are really, really beautiful brass and crystal knobs that I can't wait to show you. As for this one, I'll eventually swap it out with, you know, a real brass knob, something cute. But for right now, we'll just do a little band-aid on it. If you're wanting to paint your own, I'll tell you what the process is. You're gonna use this universal bonding primer. So it kind of etches the surface, provides a good base, and then you do your gold or whatever color spray paint you want. And then you're gonna wanna do probably at least 2 coats of some sort of matte clear spray. I really like this one. I have also been spray painting, I went ahead and primered like all of my door latches, the clothing rod holder that holds my clothes bar, those types of things. These will be gold, so I went ahead and primed them. And this, I know it's gonna get scratched up because, you know, the door latch is gonna hit this, but I'm okay with that. It'll mostly look like it matches. Okay, so I have a color scheme that I've pictured in here for a while, and I'm excited to show you what it is. Paint samples, ready? It's gonna look good. It's gonna look so pretty. So I'm going for a like burgundy. Don't want it to be too purple. Don't want it to be too red. So looking for something right in the middle. I've narrowed it down just to a few colors. Like this one, too brown. Very pretty though. Like I don't know if you can tell on camera that this one is like super, super purple. And so I just think that one's a little bit too purple for me. I love this one. This is Radicchio by Benjamin Moore. That one's a contender. This one, New London Burgundy. Love this one. River Rouge. This one's like a little bit of a lighter option. And then Ruby Dusk. Y'all know I love my Sample samples. They are so easy to use. I love that I could just stick them up there, take them down. I don't have to worry about painting samples with a billion different brushes and having to wash them all afterwards. Yeah, I think these are my top 3. This one's really pretty. It's coming off quite purple. I'm a little bit nervous to go like this dark, but I have to get the color effect that I'm going for. The lighter you go on a burgundy, come to find out, the more mauve it looks. Starts looking like a dusty pink or a dusty mauve, and that is not the color I'm going for. So this one I think I chose as an option because it was a little bit lighter. Very beautiful color, but a little bit too purple. This one I still love from the inspiration in here. It's looking a bit red, and this one is a nice in between. I mean, it's kind of burgundy and purple and red. So this one's definitely a no. Stick that back on. I'll be honest with y'all, I've been going back and forth between these 2 colors, especially for a while. It has been such a hard decision. Like, I think I love that this one pops, but I don't love how red it looks. I like this one a little bit more desaturated, and I worried that it was too brown. But at the end of the day, I feel most confident in this one. It feels more like me, so that's the one I'm gonna go with. So let's go get paint. Oh, and if y'all want to get your own sample-ized samples, I definitely recommend them. It's so much better than painting your own samples with the little sample pots. They cost about the same, so totally worth it. You can use my link in the description to get yours so they know I sent you. And I love that you can bend them around trim and stuff. You can put them in corners, so it makes it a lot, like really, really easy to see the color. All right, here it is. It's gorgeous. I think we chose right. Pour. Okay, here we go. My boldest color choice I've ever done. It's pretty. All I'm saying is it is a good thing I like this color so far, because after the living room, 3rd time's the charm. I was worried to make the wrong decision. They say it's just paint. You can always paint it again if you don't like it. And that's true. We took that phrase way too far. I just looked at the camera and it's coming off pretty red on camera, but it's a really nice purpley burgundy in person. Gonna do my clear coat before we paint this door. And there's no way we're gonna have a beautiful room and let our floor vent look like this. So we're gonna paint that too. Why are we gonna paint it? This is the finished color. It looks so good. Truly could not pick a better color. It's exactly what I was hoping for. It's a little red, it's a little purple, it's a little brown. I'm just so glad we got it right on the first try. Okay, I want to show y'all the wallpaper I picked out. Isn't that so gorgeous? I guess you could kind of call this maybe a toile pattern. It's kind of similar, or a chinoiserie pattern. It's like a forest scene. It's a little whimsical. It's got some animals, and I just love the colors of it. I went with this tan and cream color, and I haven't updated you guys on my flooring decision, but I kind of made an executive decision to keep the vinyl sheet flooring that we have in here already. So I chose this tan and white to complement the tan and white floor that's in here, because for now and until we completely replace all the floors in our house, we're going to keep this floor in here. I've got about 5 different floors going on just downstairs, and I just felt like changing the floor just in the laundry room was gonna add another floor, and I just didn't want any more different floors. It's driving me nuts already. And I think that any time in a design you have an element that you can't change, whether it's your floor or whether it's like honey oak cabinets or something, we want to like fight it and say, oh, I don't want that. But what really makes it feel integrated into the design is making it feel intentional. So that's why I chose this wallpaper to complement the floors, and both of them are going to feel very intentional. I really debated on whether or not I should go with wallpaper in here. Wallpaper can be very expensive, and usually you can tell if you do cheap out on wallpaper. I ended up finding this on Amazon after almost going with a wall stencil. That's what I was going to do. I was going to pay like $50 to $75 for a really good quality big wall stencil and actually like roll on the pattern on the wall to make it look like wallpaper. But then I found this wallpaper on Amazon, and it is budget friendly. This whole roll was $75, and it should be enough to go around this whole room. So I figured I might as well spend that same amount of money and try out this wallpaper than get a wall stencil for the same amount and have to do all the rolling in it may not turn out as good as wallpaper. Like, I know wall stencil could have done a pattern this beautiful, so we're gonna try it, and if it works, then you will hopefully feel confident to try out a more budget-friendly wallpaper, because I know it can be so expensive to get the good quality stuff. Thankfully, there's a trick for getting peel and stick wallpaper to stick better and be way easier to apply, and it's this easy hang. I have never used this before. This will be my first time, but I've watched lots of videos and this is highly recommended. It's a peel and stick wallpaper helper, and it not only helps the peel and stick have a little bit more glue to attach to the wall so there's no peeling up, but it also provides slip on the wall so you can like adjust the wallpaper without having to fully rip it down every time you place it. If it's not perfect the first time, you can kind of slide it into place. So I think this is gonna be a huge help. Super important that you clean your walls well first, making sure there's nothing on there that could prevent it from sticking. So this is 2 parts rubbing alcohol, 1 part water. We're just gonna spritz it on and wipe it down.
Wipe it down.
Do you have to do that?
That's a lot.
Yeah, that was too much.
Yeah.
Oh jeez, I can't breathe. Does rubbing alcohol kill your brain cells? I'm running low already. I can't afford no more. And don't skip the corners. Corners are extra important. We're starting here in the very back corner that no one will see, just in case we totally mess this up. So we'll cut some excess to give ourselves some wiggle room. Here we go. Okay, honestly, I don't really like spraying this stuff, and I was already a little bit like hesitant about doing that beforehand, but I wanted to try it. It's just misting glue everywhere and it's getting all over the beadboard. So to avoid that big mess cleaning up, I am just gonna do what some of the people in the reviews said that they did, which is pour it into a little tray and roll it on, and a mini roller is perfect for that. I'll have more control that way, and then we won't have a huge mess to clean up. I think I will have to spray in the corners though, because I can't reach the corners with this roller. First panel looking good. Good morning. It is the next day, and this is about how far I got last night. So not far, but this tends to take a really long time. Rolling on the glue was definitely the way to go. It gave me so much more control over it, and it made it a lot less messy. The biggest challenge I feel like of this wallpaper so far is cutting it to the right length, but also matching up the pattern. I made several mistakes by like cutting just the length that I needed without taking into consideration that I needed to match the pattern up. So I actually needed to cut like a way bigger piece than I needed so that the pattern would match up and there wouldn't be a gap at the top or bottom. So that's what's taking so long really, but I am optimistic that I can probably finish this today. You know, I should have known better than to say I think I'm gonna finish today, because then we ended up having to go to the hardware store and the grocery store, and now it's 5 o'clock and I'm just now starting on this. So we last spoke at about 5 o'clock and I was right there. This is how far I made it. It's 8:15. It's kind of relaxing. I mean, I'm getting to watch a few movies that I've been wanting to watch, kind of in the zone and getting it done, but oh my gosh, it takes forever. In this corner, I'm just glad it's done. That took so long. I sat on the floor and contemplated that for like 20 minutes before I felt brave enough to tackle it, but we did it. And I only have one more corner left that I have to do, thankfully. I'm gonna keep going and I will check in with you guys when I've made more progress. All right, it's a new day and this is where I am with the wallpaper. So today I'm gonna hopefully put in one final stretch of work on this and be done with the wallpaper. So this is where the cabinets are going, and so this is really just gonna be a bunch of cuts like around the cabinet. So these are not gonna be full walls. This teeny strip right here, and then this wall and above the door. And that's it, and then I'll be done. So let's do this. Y'all are actually not gonna believe this. I ran out of wallpaper. This is all I had left. I've been so scared since like halfway through this room that I was gonna run out of wallpaper, because what I didn't realize was wallpapers that have a pattern like this, like a repeating pattern of this kind, has a lot of off-cut pieces because you have to match the pattern up, and the matching parts of the pattern are like farther apart than like a polka dot wallpaper, for example. And so I have a lot of off-cut pieces, and I thought I ordered, well, I did order enough to have like 15 extra feet or so of wallpaper. But as I saw like how many offcuts all of these pieces are offcut. Yeah, so that basically took up that extra 15 feet or so that I thought I had extra, but I don't. I really don't. And I try to be so sparing with it. Over here where the cabinets are gonna go, I didn't put wallpaper in those spots so that I could save wallpaper. I had to tape up that edge because the very end of the roll was like bent and it didn't want to sit flat against the wall. So I have it taped up there until it dries a little bit, but I'm trying to make the most out of this. I specifically wanted this wall to be last because it's not going to be seen. The first wall you see when you walk in is this back wall, and I wanted that to be pretty perfect. But this wall is like what's behind your head when you are in the laundry room. I'm not like extremely upset about it. At this point, it wouldn't make sense to buy more wallpaper because I only need so little. I bought it like 2 months ago. So by this time, the dye lot of the paper is gonna probably be a little bit different of a color than mine, even if I order the same color. So I'm just not gonna go through that trouble. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use my offcut pieces and hope and pray that I can piece it together in a way to where I can keep the pattern pretty much how it should be. So let's see what I can do. I can't believe it, but I actually had enough, kind of. For this last little strip, I'm having to combine these two pieces, but I'm actually gonna be able to finish the room. Yay! Y'all, I finally finished the wallpaper. It looks amazing. That's where the cabinets are going. But oh, I'm so happy I was able to get that patch, and you can't even tell. Key takeaways: I would never ever use peel and stick wallpaper without this product. This saved me. It made it to where I could move the wallpaper pieces around to get them exactly where I needed. And anytime the wallpaper like accidentally stuck to like the door frame or something that didn't have this on it, it was ridiculously hard to get off. So this is a lifesaver. And I really think that even though this is a very budget friendly, low cost wallpaper, I think that stuff is gonna make it last a really long time. I could not be happier with how this turned out. And I can't wait to show you just this in all its glory with all the decor and the cabinets in. Once we get the cabinets in, we are really only down to the very small decor touches. The vision is really, really coming to life. I'm so excited. Also, I will link this wallpaper that I'm using below. I got the largest size, I think the 787 inch one. It was $75.99 was the cost. And I love the look of wallpaper, but I will say it is no quick job. I wouldn't say it's necessarily hard, especially with the easy hang. It made it pretty simple. It took me about 15 hours to do this room. And this isn't even like a huge room. It's a very time consuming thing. Worth it though, if your feet can stand it. Make sure you're subscribed because part 3 is where things get really exciting. We'll finally be installing the cabinets and this laundry room starts transforming into the beautiful space I've been dreaming of. You won't want to miss it. Bye guys.